Now, I'll be honest with you guys, doing a group video honestly doesn't make sense because it extends to loads of minutes for you to watch. But regardless of that, it kind of brings more products to group together and give you an idea to pair it up. All in all, we have 3 products from XPG, and one of them really goes high, which I didn't expect. Compared to past XPG keyboards and some other keyboards that come out of brands such as XPG, you know, where they started keyboards and peripherals in general 2 years ago or something like that. So it isn't their core business, like memories and SSDs and similar stuff, right? So getting this keyboard, this is XPG Sorcerer keyboard, and wow, when you take that into consideration, what I stated just earlier, this is a really good keyboard, and I'll tell you why just in a second. But next in line, right after the keyboard, because I'm more into keyboards than into headsets, but the next thing is the headset, and this is XPG PRECOG Studio gaming headset, which is definitely different than any other headset when we're talking about wired connection, because it has premium ESS digital audio codec via USB Type-C, and it has 2 different connections, and I'll get to that part later on as well, giving you more information. And finally, which is only at personal preferences when we're talking about graphic design, we have the XPG Frontline XL Extreme Saga 01, which most likely means that there are more models of this, or more will come. And you have all of their heroes, including Mira and Xenia, right here on the mousepad. The thing is, and I have to test it right immediately, because okay, let me see the other mouse. These are PTFE. This mousepad is more for control than for actual speed, because it has a bit of a friction, but it smooths so glidely, and the glide is so smooth that it's unbelievable. So yeah, this is quite interesting. So let's talk quickly about the Frontline XL Saga series. We have 2 versions so far, and it's less colorful, the other version, because it doesn't have all the different colors. It looks more, let's say, minimalistic, I would say. The important part is that it has a pad grip, so anti-slip rubber base, which provides, of course, a stable and non-movement fixture on the table. Actually, we have something quite interesting, because we have a 3mm cushion comfort, and this is something quite interesting, because it really does feel like that. And this means that we have the 3mm thick soft microfiber cloth surface and cushioned rubber base, which provides really comfortable feel. Now, the edges are nicely stitched, and it's also quite nicely cushioned, let's put it this way. But the good thing about stitching is that it doesn't create possibility for it to wear out. Now, on other stuff, when we're talking about in general mouse pads, there is no waves. Really a small here and one over there, that's it. But I'm not mentioning the current position on the table, right? Because I already opened it prior to this, and it was already laying on the table. It really didn't change whatsoever in terms of the size. And I know there's a headset over here on this one. There's a box of the keyboard over here. It's really nice, really cool. The graphic, it's all up to you. If you like the XPG Extreme Saga, you're going to go with this. If you don't, you're going to go with more minimalistic XPG surface, and that's basically it. Now let's head over to the PRECOG Studio. Now these gaming headsets are something quite interesting. Now these are the world's first balanced gaming headset, which means 4.4mm balanced audio output design, which eliminates crosstalk and has 0 interference. Then we have the ESS chip, which has superior audio experience, and it's compatible with a wide range of mobile devices as well. This is good. This is good because it gives you possibility to use it on multiple mobile devices, so phones, tablets, laptops, and of course finally computers. Then we have the omnidirectional microphone, which is tailored for human speech. Then we go with USB-C DAC, which is quite interesting because you have this extender at the top, and it gives you an option to connect it to USB-C devices and USB Type-A devices. So that's really good. And this is where you have the ESS chip, right? We have the microphone jack, we have the 4.4 millimeter audio jack, 100 to 8,000 hertz microphone. We have a mute switch, we have a volume knob, and we have a flexible microphone. The microphone and the cable aren't detachable, so this is totally fixed, but it's quite the microphone is quite flexible and you can adjust it as you wish, so this is really good. There is no possibility to pull out the headset, so basically what this kind of locks in is the actual size of the head. So this is the maximum you could get. This is quite nicely extendable, adjustable, and this top part is quite soft. It's not like regular memory foam, but because of the flexibility, it does create really nice comfort. And of course, memory foam in the ear cups is quite outstanding. But there's another cool thing what I noticed. So what we have right here in these ear cups is the outer part is some sort of a fabric, but the inner part is leatherette. So this should create a better isolation from the outer sound compared to not the full leatherette one, but the full fabric one. So this is quite interesting. And the visuals, as you know, XPG logo on both ear cups, and we have nothing on the right ear cup. Let's see, this could be open. Yeah, most likely you could adjust something here, and that's it. Let's see. And the other one has the same thing. Red, black, XPG colors, that's all there is to it. And now if we have the main thing right here, and before we go into details regarding the keyboard, let's check out the box content because we do have loads of stuff. So first of all, we have a nice braided USB Type A to USB Type C cable. Then we have Mira keycaps, and I think they are for the caps and shift. We have 4 additional red switches, and these are XPG red, are nicely looped. This is outstanding, and I'm quite fascinated by it, as I stated at the beginning of the video. For what reason? We have keycap remover, we have a switch remover as well because it's hot swappable, and you can do that as well quite easily. The cool thing, what I mentioned prior to some review of the keyboard, you have all the shortcuts right here, which is really handy, and of course regularly stickers from XPG as well. Now let's go into details. At the back we have 4 rubber feet, and in addition you can raise the keyboard by 2 additional angles, which also have 2 additional rubber feet. At the back we have USB Type-C connection, so it's wired keyboard, it's not a wireless keyboard. And we have metal volume wheel. This is quite nice. The feel is nice, tactile, and it has a button as well, so you can press it or you can rotate it, and it has a nice grip around it. Then we have the keycaps. Now the keycaps, I think these are ABS, these can be PBT, but regardless of that, they have a nice matte finish, even though after some time you'll see most likely some fingerprints on it. And the lettering is also different than what we're used to. But when we take into consideration that you have here all the details when we're talking about shortcuts, game profiles are from F1 to F5, function keys are also from F1 to F12, but the game profiles are selected FM plus Alt plus F1 to F5, and then media keys are in combination with FN plus Alt plus from F7 to F12, which gives you an option for muting the sound, the volume up, volume down, play, pause, previous, and next song. Now, it has a gasket mount design, which kind of explains everything. We have hot swappable design when we're talking about the switches. XPG customized switches with smooth palm stamp, Prime software, which you can manage everything. Now the red switches. You can't find any information regarding those switches unless you visit their official website for the Sorcerer Mini. So operating force is 50 grams, pre-travel is 2 millimeters, travel distance is 4 millimeters maximum, keystrokes 50 million, which is quite nice, linear switch, and a clear rebound. Now, when we're talking about the whole design of the keyboard, and this is quite interesting. So we have the keycaps, XPG red switches, then we have the top case cover. Then we have the plate, EVA foam, IXPE foam, PCBA silicone foam bottom case. Now this is really outstanding. So triple layer dampening foam, which really no echo, no nothing. This is what I was telling you about when we're talking about in general keyboards. Of course, I'm not enthusiastic about this keyboard as I was for the EPO Maker. But let's be honest, as I stated, XPG started and was doing completely different things, right? And then they went into peripherals, and that now we have Sorcerer Mini, which is really good, So we're having here 3 peripherals. We have a mousepad, headset, and of course, we have a gaming keyboard. Now, the mousepad is quite solid. This is more of a control than actual speed, and when we're talking about the graphic design, it's all up to personal preferences, so I won't go into that. I'll just leave it up to you guys to decide, whoever wants it. The rubber base is really good, I do have to say, and there's no possibility to move the mousepad whatsoever, and yeah, that's it. Really nice top surface, really nice cushion part as well, what they stated. So yeah, there's that. The good thing, it's stitched. There are no waves whatsoever. A bit at the edge, okay? It raised up by 2 millimeters, and that will eventually drop. You can either use some books overnight just to flatten it out. That's easy peasy. Then we have the studio headset. Now, these ones have an outstanding sound. And compared to, let's say, regular Precog, these are better, without a doubt. And because of the ESS chip that brings a bit more clarity, more clear highs and lows, which is really good. And the microphone is also quite solid. So we go into pair with a quite outstanding headset, which brings 4.4 millimeter jack, 3.5 millimeter jack, and all connected into this DAC that gives you, well, into this controller that gives you an option to connect it either via USB Type A or USB Type C. What to say? And finally, we have the Sorcerer Mini. You can see the RGB, it's insane. The keystrokes are really nice, really smooth typing. And the one thing that I noticed while recording something else with this keyboard is that it has some sort of a plate, and even though I mentioned all of them, there is some sort of a plate here that kind of makes the illumination look even better, even around the keycaps. So nice lettering, nice shine through part as well, because let me just see it from the, yeah, definitely the RGB is quite nice and bright, so you won't have any issues with that. 65% volume knob, special XPG switches, which can be replaced as they are hot swappable. I mean, this is really good. PC Crazy approved badge for the XPG Sorcerer Mini. Without a doubt, I'm really digging this keyboard, and yeah, that's it. But all in all the links for the XPG Frontline XL Extreme Saga. Then we have the Precog Studio gaming headset, and of course the XPG Sorcerer Mini in the description below, so you can check out all the prices, all the details. If I skip something or I don't know, just said it wrong, my apologies. But regardless of that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, click the notification bell, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.